know, they may think we are weird and strange. And the trash can placed in the toilet is just for girls' sanitary napkin. Here we have a proof. Kim went to Hong Kong this spring vacation and she took this picture in Peninsula Hotel. You can see that in the toilet there's no trash can, but only a small iron box. And the sign on the iron box says it is for sanitary napkin. Yeah, the toilet is very clean one. Now I'm going to tell you my personal experience. This story happened in last semester when I went into the restroom of the Commerce building. A foreign girl stopped me and she looked very confused. So I wondered if she needed any help. But then she asked me if we all throw the used tissue into the trash can. Actually at that time I really didn't know what the problem is that something wrong? So after this special experience I felt very curious. So I went and asked my friends and searched on the internet and finally figured out it is because in most of the foreign countries people are used to throw their tissue into the toilet. So they may think we are strange and weird. Okay, now after I telling you my experience, let's see how other foreigners say. We have interviewed some foreigner friends. This is her sister because she can't speak English, so she's trying to translate for her.
It's really inconvenient. If we cut a paper easily, making it's getting more and more in our so maybe it's going to be really good to the environmental problem.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, next we have an American friend.
The only difference being that it's a bit strange to throw the paper into a waste basket as opposed to like flush it down the toilet.
Then British friend. Because he's shy, so we only videotape the shadow.
Why don't we just not put garbage why don't we just not put the garbage in the stall? I think it's flush it. Also much more confusing. I don't think you can really have rules that explicitly say you have to flush this down the toilet, because I think those kind of rules are really difficult to enforce. I know in Singapore, there are areas, there's a rule, like a law, that you have to flush the toilet. And there are actually places where they have people and they're paid to go in the toilet after you and look if you flush the toilet, and then they'll give you a ticket. Most people are like me and don't even consider that you don't flush down the toilet. That's especially shocking that people don't know that the system's been improved and you can actually flush it down. And it's better for the environment to flush down the toilet, but they haven't been informed. I mean, if the energy, if the cost of taking all this garbage away, as opposed to just letting it flush down the toilet, is greater than the cost of advertising and getting people, trying to influence people to putting something on TV or a poster, or a washroom, or a sign, or something. The cost, if it works out, then you might as well. But it's quite it might be that the benefits you get from having everybody follow this new way. Generally, I mean, just sort of ethically, there's an incentive to teach people that make people be more conscious of environmental things. So even if it's not particularly cost effective, maybe it's worth it just to get people thinking about the environment more.
Okay, Japanese girls think it's very inconvenient and it's very different from Japan. And they also think that dirty paper is getting more and more and will cause the environmental problem and make the toilet dirty. And the American and British boy also think it's strange for us to throw the tissue into the trash can. And thus the British friend also think that if the used tissue really cause serious environmental problem, it is essential to persuade people to do this, to throw the tissue in the toilet, because it is really cause a lot of environmental problem, even if it costs a lot of money. Yes. Now that you know the used tissue may cause a large amount of trash and also messy toilet, and it also gives foreigners a bad impression about Taiwan, then why wouldn't you flush your tissue? The following are some reasons that why people do not throw their tissue into the toilet.
So, why people do not flush their used tissue? According to our survey we did in your class, there are two main reasons that people do not flush. The first one is because people do not know whether the tissue they used is dissolvable or not. So, in order to show you, we have done some market survey in the supermarket and to find which brands or which kinds of tissue is water dissolvable. And in the next part, we will show you the results. So the next reason is that according to China Time 2008, July 8th, due to the poor drainage, people used to think that if we threw used tissue into the toilet will get stuck. But with the improvement of drainage nowadays, the toilet will not get stuck even if we threw used tissue into the toilet. Another very important factor that people do not flush is because the habit we did not form. We used to throw our used tissue in the trash can. And those are the two main reasons that people do not flush their used tissue. So now you have known more about the results caused by used tissue and the reasons why people still do not flush their used tissue. And if you are still wondering what to do, here are the solutions. Just flush it.
Okay, yes. All you have to do is just to flush. And as Kim just mentioned, one of the reasons that people don't flush their tissue is because they're afraid that the toilet will be stuck. But here we have a video to prove you that actually the toilet won't be stuck. Let's see.
10点开始，教你马桶是怎么找卫生纸的。两人打算从卫生纸一抽两张纸继续往上加。实验当中使用单，再从水进马桶的水转转转，一打完卫生纸一会儿就冲下去了，而且还一路冲到底呢。眼，那他自古以来台湾人认为卫生纸会堵住马桶的原因，就这样给我嘴了吗？实验继续进行，看看主持人毫不手软的用卫生纸和水。虽然说是为了省电，但消耗掉的水和卫生纸，我们还是会回收再利用哟。